Welcome back, my amigos. Welcome back to my podcast titled Why Did My Cryptos Crash Again? And of course, cryptos crashed again today on Thursday, October 3rd. Without further ado, let's dive into everything that happened today and what is gonna happen to our cryptos in the near future. Today, I'm focusing on Bitcoin's recent performance and insight from Plan B. I think everybody knows Plan B. Plan B is the creator of the famous stock to flow model. In the recent past, this Plan B character was right most of the times, and a lot of people listen to him. So it's kind of important to know what he is saying and what he is thinking. You don't have to agree with his analysis. I say his because I think it's a guy, but nobody knows who he is. He's anonymous. You don't have to agree with his analysis, but be aware that a lot of people listen to him. So you don't have to agree to what he thinks, but at least you know what how a lot of other people think if you know what he thinks. Do you still get my drift? All right, let's go. Let's talk about where Bitcoin stands today. Bitcoin is moving sideways for the last 8 months now, staying within the 60 to 70,000 range. And Plan B, who has been analyzing this extensively, points out that this stagnation is unique in Bitcoin's history. Even with his 25 years of market experience, he has never seen anything like this. Well, the question is, why is this happening? Where is this sideways movement coming from? Two possible arguments are being mentioned by Plan B. One is market manipulation, and one is the halving effect. Well, according to Plan B, it's not market manipulation, as some might suspect. Instead, he believes there are some other factors at play, including the Bitcoin halving. And one interesting theory he shares is that we might have seen an early pre-halving pump, which is why the market is now in this holding pattern. He also highlights Bitcoin ETFs and their influence, suggesting that institutional investors might be waiting for more clarity. Well, commenting on this, we did see a pre-halving a Bitcoin pump um, because of, well, a lot of people got enthusiastic because of the Bitcoin ETF and decided, of course, to put money in the funds, and the funds decided to allocate money to buy Bitcoin. So that might have triggered a pre-halving pump. What was different than, of course, the other halvings, because the simple fact is that back then there was no ETF fund. So that might be true. Other thing is that the retail investors who previously bought Bitcoin by themselves now invest uh, money through these ETFs, still in Bitcoin. It does change the dynamics, of course, because once you have invested in these ETFs, what I've been told, um, it's for the long term due to pension and tax regulation in the United States. It's not very wise to keep shifting your assets in and out, or keep shifting your money in and out of assets the whole time. So probably retail investors who put their money into these ETFs put it there for the long term, and I think that's only positive because if they put it in for the long term, they will not get it out in the short term. So that is supposed to be a foundation under the price of Bitcoin. Retail and institutional investors investing in Bitcoin through these ETFs is also additional money. So it looks only positive to me. Um, that this Bitcoin ETFs are here now. Um, so I personally, I don't really think that the Bitcoin ETFs are the source of the problem. That Bitcoin is in a holding pattern. Um, One of the arguments that Plan B is not mentioning is, which I think it's quite relevant, is all this money that went into meme coins. Um, a lot of money, a lot of new retail money, which used to go to Bitcoin or the large cap altcoins, went into meme coins. And yeah, what goes into the meme coins doesn't go into Bitcoin. So that might have also caused Bitcoin to move sideways because simply all the money that used to go to Bitcoin went into this stupid, I call them stupid, meme coins. Well, Plan B is not mentioning this fact, but I think it's quite relevant. Plan B is suggesting that institutional investors are waiting for more clarity. Well, clarity about what, you might ask. One of the reasons he's mentioning is the upcoming elections in the United States. According to Plan B, um, many big investors are holding back until they know who the next president will be, as it could greatly impact the financial landscape. It makes sense. Why take the necessary risks when more certainty is just a couple of weeks away? Um, I really don't hope that Kamala Harris, when she will become president, will ask Gary Gensler to become part of her government, because I cannot imagine that being positive for crypto. Well, Trump coming to office gives us a whole lot of other problems, but at least he looks to be pro crypto. So that makes sense that big investors who are thinking about investing millions, hundreds of millions in Bitcoin are just waiting a couple of weeks to see who's who will become the new president of the USA. Well, despite everything mentioned, Plan B is optimistic for the future. Um, he points out that the moving averages are still on an uptrend, and the relative strength index, the RSI, is still healthy, signaling that Bitcoin isn't done yet. According to him, as long as these indicators remain positive, Bitcoin will find its triggers for the next major pump. Well, let's surely hope that this will happen. So, amigos, is Bitcoin on the verge of a breakthrough? Only time will tell. Today is kind of a horror day when I look at my trading view. Um, the trading view on my screen, Bitcoin is 60K ish, and the altcoins are Oh, they're really, really bleeding and hurting. So let's forget this day, and tomorrow there will always be a new day, and let's hope things will be better then. Um, in times like this, I always like to think of this quote of Pitbull. He's an American singer, artist, and his key phrase was, well, one of his key phrases was, every day above ground is a good day. Remember that. And that's true. So, whatever happens today, be glad we are all alive. We are above ground. So, don't forget the people around you. Don't forget to take a fresh breath of a breath of fresh air. Just enjoy your evening. Thanks for tuning in again to my podcast. I hope you like it. It's my second podcast, so things I can do things better, and things will be better. I hope you will give me the time and enjoy this trip with me. Thanks again. Enjoy your evening, and I hope to speak to you again tomorrow.